they killed me.
Who did?
That's what you've got to find out, Joe.
I will, you know. Find out. I promise you.
I know you will. It's time for you to go now, Joe.
What?
Cut.
The film world is in shock today following the murder of Abby Simpson last night, who was killed in what police are describing as an attempted robbery gone wrong. Miss Simpson, who earned scores of honours and accolades in her short career, was Birmingham's biggest star. She was 27 years old. Our thoughts are with her friends and family.
Joe? Are you there, Joe? I need your help. I'm really scared.
First, I'd have to figure out what kind of bind Abby had been in, and it wasn't going to be easy. As far as I knew, she didn't have any enemies. The public loved her, and so did the film industry. Abby was no easy mark. Killing her would have brung a lot of heat on anybody, so it was obvious the guy wasn't a chump or a dope fiend looking for an easy way to get his next fix. No. The way she'd been killed, it was execution style. The poor girl, she probably didn't know what she was into until it was too late. After an interrogation that would put the Spanish Inquisition to shame, I decided to start investigating what would have been Abby's last job. The filmmaking community in the West Midlands are a tight-knit bunch. It would be real hard to find someone who would spill what they knew, unless you know who to talk to, that is. I called my source. For the benefit of protecting his identity, we'll just call him the extra. He's a nice guy, talented too, but just can't seem to catch a break. I knew I'd have a quid pro quo on my hands.
It's Kerrang Radio, it's Emma Scott here until 3. Hello, how's it going? I've got the new Foo Fighters track on in just a bit. Thanks for getting in touch today. A lot of people are texting through and emailing about the terrible news about Birmingham's very own film star Abby Simpson's death. She was murdered last night. You must have heard about it on our news already this morning here at Kerrang. Such tragic news as well. I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Abby a few times. She has been into the radio station to talk about her various films. I used to see her around town as well. She was always so lovely and approachable. A fantastic, talented, beautiful girl, and it is such a great loss to the city. My thoughts, of course, going to her family and her friends at this terribly, terribly sad time. Birmingham has just lost one of its brightest stars.
Dark are the corners of my mind, choppy waters leave behind. Peace fills the aching of my soul. Walk on water to my goal. And I won't be there when you give it away. You give it away. You give it away. You said that it had to come to this, but I'm going for my bliss. And you cause an aching in my heart. It feels better.
After arranging to meet the extra, it dawned on me I had to go and ask for some time off work. Yes, you heard right. I have a day job. Gotta pay the bills, right? Don't worry, it's not too bad. I work in a DVD shop for a guy called Harry. We specialise in world cinema, you know. That section in the big multinational chain stores that sell them for extortionate prices. I know what you're asking. How did I get that gig? Well, I met Harry back in the day when we had the same taste in films and we were both up and coming in the filmmaking scene. I guess that was the basis for some kind of friendship. Like me, Harry was a struggling writer, filmmaker, so I figure if anyone will understand what I'm going through, he will.
Joe, you're late. I had to open up by myself again today.
Haven't you heard
Heard what?
that you watch TV?
Why would I?
How about reading a newspaper?
Jesus Christ, Joe. What? Oh, this is terrible. Do they know who's done it? Or...
No. Look, I've got a favour to ask. I'm going to need some time off.
Time off? For what?
I'm going to catch the bastards that did this.
You... Joe. Come off it. You couldn't find your own arsehole if you didn't shit out of it.
It's a little harsh, don't you think, considering the circumstances?
Look, I say it out of love.
I'd love to hear what you say out of hate.
Oh, come off it, Joe. Look. You live in a shit little bedsit. Your career is circling the toilet. You've got no viable source of income apart from what I can just barely afford to pay you. And in case you hadn't noticed, there's a writer's strike on the horizon.
Are you intentionally trying to make me commit suicide?
What happened to you, Joe?
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do. Come off it. Look, you had it all in your hands, didn't you? Hollywood at your feet. So what was it? And the fear of being found out? Knowing that you're a one-hit wonder? The best thing you ever wrote, you wrote so early on in your career that you're now wandering around in a haze. Oh, how am I going to follow up such a critical hit? Knowing that you don't have another one up your sleeve.
That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. That is exactly what I'm thinking right now. Thank you so much. So I'm not having the best run of luck at the moment.
I'd say you're on the same streak as Joe Langdon at the moment. Come on, Joe, look, I know what it's like. You're running around trying to catch a break and it's not happening. Well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? It's the business, the nature of the beast. But seriously, to put a little cherry on top of that, I mean, to top it all off, you're going to solve the case of the murdered starlet. I'm sorry, Joe, I don't see a mystery machine outside. I presume you're not joking.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Don't make me say it.
Go on, say it.
I promised you I would say it.
Go say it then.
Fine. Joe, you're a hack.
You said it.
You're down and out.
Right, thanks. You know what? I am a hack. But just as long as we're being honest, I thought your last film was flawed.
Flawed? Nice, nice. Flawed how?
I found it flawed. But I'll keep the criticism to myself.
No. You don't get to shit on one of the best works of my career and then not tell me why.
Okay. It's the arguments that it put across. But if you want me to be more specific, then I'll probably have to watch it again. But you know what? I don't think I could find a copy of it anywhere.
And what specific argument did you have a problem with?
I don't like how quickly the credits came at the end. I couldn't see who did what.
And that hindered the argument how?
There was no audience.
Well, you wouldn't understand that, Joe, because you're an idiot.
Well, I asked, so I'm an idiot.
Do you want me to tell you why you're an idiot?
Yeah.
I mean, because you asked, yes, but because you couldn't work that out for yourself. That's why I put it in the film. That's what makes you an ignoramus. Joe, people like you want everything questions unanswered, tied up in a nice little box with a neat fucking bow on top. Well, I'm very sorry, little Dorothy. Life isn't like that.
Well, fuck you very much.
You're very fucking welcome.
Harry had a way with words, that's for sure. So, you writing anything at the moment?
Maybe.
What's it about?
Stuff. Advanced stuff. You wouldn't understand it. It's work in progress.
Yeah, well, let me know when you get a BAFTA nomination, yeah?
And you let me know when you find your golden goose.
Touché. Well, as much as I love to stand around here chatting with you, I've got a murder to solve. Thanks for the motivational pep talk thingy, yeah? It's really made me feel good about myself.
Joe, be careful. You're a hack, but you're my fucking hack. Oh no, I'm keeping this.
Thanks, yeah?